Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to film this. So today I'm reacting to the official season 6 trailer for Wentworth. I would suggest anyone who's not up to date on Wentworth don't watch this video because there'll be spoilers for sure. And then I haven't watched any of the other videos that they've released about season 6, so I'll watch all of those as well. And then maybe we can like talk about some theories of what might happen in season 6. I don't know. Look, I found a Reddit, what do they call it? A subreddit for Wentworth. So I found a few bits and pieces and a few theories on there, so I'll look at those, see what I think. I'm so excited. I can't wait for Wentworth to come back. I cannot wait. Okay. Oh my god. So excited. Okay.
48 hours later, police remain on the hunt for the Wentworth escapees. Investigators questioned staff and inmates to establish if the two had assistance.
I will prove that you helped Ferguson escape. Now this will be interesting.
I've done my best.
Okay, so Sonia's not dead.
Sooner or later they'll find Ferguson. And she'll be back. I'd rather die
Wait.
than go back inside.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this again.
Did you bury me deep enough?
Too late.
Wentworth, the new season
Oh my
begins
God.
Tuesday, June 9th.
Oh my god. Oh my... Fuck. Hang on. I have to watch it again.
48 hours later, police remain on the hunt for the Wentworth escapees. Investigators questioned staff and inmates to establish if the two had assistance.
I will prove that you helped Ferguson escape. Now this will be interesting.
I've done my best and I feel sick about it.
Sooner or later they'll find Ferguson. And she'll be back.
What is that? So... Fuck. Like, is Will losing it? Or did he, like, go back and unbury her? Is that, like, her coming out? Or is he losing it?
I'd rather die than go back inside.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, Frankie's gonna get caught again for fucking sure.
Did you bury me deep enough?
Like this.
Too late.
Like, is he losing it? Oh. Fuck! Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, there's a video that says Liz Birdsworth in season 6. Let's watch this, because Liz is losing her shit.
The end of season 5 for Liz was very much a shocking moment in time because she attempts to kill Sonia. And at the end of 5, we have no idea if Sonia is in fact still alive. So when we come back to the beginning of 6, Liz is in a sort of limbo land, feeling tremendous guilt, fear, and possibly even hope that her attempted murder was successful.
Hey, Sonia wouldn't be dead or nothing, would she? Like, because they'd have to say, wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah. You don't look very worried.
Just eat your lunch, love.
So she's pretty fractured
Shit.
and pretty kind of concerned, I think, for her own safety.
Sonia was poisoned.
Yeah, I heard.
Who the hell would do that? Dunno. But when I find them, I'm going to break their fucking neck.
So 6 is like a real cliffhanger for Liz because she's thinking, I don't know what the outcome will be.
Oh, shit. Shit. This clip doesn't show, like, doesn't say whether, I'm just looking on the Wentworth YouTube page.
48 hours.
Okay, so this video of Liz talking was uploaded 8 hours ago, and they're still saying that they don't know if if Sonia's alive or not. But the trailer shows Sonia being alive, which was uploaded 2 days ago. I need to watch the trailer again and see what happens with Sonia. Maybe it's like an old clip. Maybe they're like trolling us. Ooh. And then I need to watch Juice and Smiles. Fuck. I'm so scared. If I don't know if Boomer will, unless, like, I don't know if Boomer will, like, stick with Liz even if everything comes out about what Sonia's done, because Liz has, like, lagged so many times. I don't know if Boomer will ever forgive her, and, like, if Boomer finds out that Liz poisoned her, Boomer, like, I feel like she's gonna beat the shit out of Liz. Like, it is gonna be bad. Okay. I'm watching the trailer again.
48 hours later, police remain on the hunt for the Wentworth escapees. Investigators questioned staff and inmates to establish if the two had assistance.
I will prove that you helped Ferguson escape.
I'm literally crazy. I'm analyzing this shit now.
I will prove that you helped Ferguson escape.
Okay, look at this. Look at who, like, in this clip, when Vera is talking to someone, whoever it is doesn't have the jacket on, right? They have a shirt on. They don't have the jacket on. And then, when, what's his fucking name? Jake walks around the corner to come and tell Will, he has his jacket on and he looks like he's come straight there, like he's in a rush. So was she talking to him or was she talking to someone else?
Now this will be interesting.
I've done my best and I feel sick about it.
Sooner or later they'll find Ferguson. And she'll be back.
I'd rather die than go back inside. I'd rather die than go back inside. I'd rather die than go back inside.
Fuck, no, they're gonna catch her. Like, they're right on her ass. You can see in that clip, they're like, Frankie runs past and then the cops drive past the exact same house. They're on her ass.
Did you bury me deep enough? Too late.
Ooh. I was trying to figure out what that is, that weird clip. I think it's Will, like, losing it. Maybe he's dreaming here as well. It looks like he's, like, being drowned in dirt. He feels guilty as fuck.
Did you bury me deep enough? Too late. Wentworth, the new season begins Tuesday, June 19th.
Hang on, let's see what people say. Ooh, that one's good. Okay, so I'm just like reading some of the comments under the video and people were just talking about how they think that, I mean, a lot of people it seems want the freak to die. Personally, I don't. I love her. Like, she is insane, but like her character's insane. Like, it's so good. So a lot of people are talking about whether they think she's gonna die or not. And somebody said the clip of her hand in the trailer will be from a dream sequence. Jackson will then return to the grave of Ferguson where he'll find her coffin empty. Maybe like that, the part where he puts his hand on, like she puts her hand on his shoulder is a dream. And then he like goes back and then like, fuck, I don't even know. And I mean, and people are also arguing, like fighting about the, did you bury me? What's the fucking quote? Hang on, someone quoted it up here. Did you bury me deep enough? I mean, definitely not. He's a single person who was trying to bury somebody alive who was like awake in that box. Like, how did, like, unless he already had a pre-dug hole from like fucking, and even that would take ages and he didn't have long. I don't think he buried her deep enough. I definitely think she's gonna get out. I wanna watch the Juice and Smiles video.
So she's lost her tongue, which is not very good for Lucy.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I thought the whole time. I was like, this isn't good for Juice.
Right.
How was hospital? Like your tongue back on?
They glue your
She's,
tongue back on.
She's an underdog. You know what I mean? And she's also a timer. So she'll fit in wherever she needs to fit in with whatever she needs to do. But she'll always have a scam.
Okay,
I reckon
so she
she's
can't
all right.
talk.
She'd have a plan A, B, C, D, and an F, just in case.
So we leave off 2 days after episode 12. We're
Ooh,
watching a lot of
2
the news. We're seeing that Frankie, she's on the run. So she's wondering if they're going to get her, if she's going to come back. But pretty much Linda's just getting on with, her job, getting to the TAB at closing
That's it.
time. As opposed to the prisoners who this is their whole life. For Linda, this is only a very small part of her life. I'm quite fascinated.
Oh, we're gonna see more about Linda. Love Smiles. Also love this clip.
You okay, Vera?
Fuck off, Linda.
You okay, Vera?
Fuck off, Linda.
I think it's hilarious.
Fuck off, Linda.
We'll rewind it every time I watch this episode just because I think it's so funny.
You okay, Vera?
Fuck off, Linda.
Ruby Mitchell. She is a really fun character to play, actually. She's funny, cheeky, very cheeky.
What's she for?
For being black? Nah, for resisting arrest. But that's not my fault either.
I'm seeing a pattern.
Believe it or not, sugar tits.
That's all we need. More attitude.
Ruby the stone actually means it has high energy and gives people courage. So her name Ruby says a lot about her as a character, or her as a person. But she does have a little demon. She can flip very quickly. She can go from being quite happy and cheeky to just quite violent and angry because of an emotional trauma. But also she had a car accident and has epilepsy. There's a whole lot of drama that comes with that. Ruby is an aspiring and naturally talented as well. She's an amazing boxer and she's wanting to be a professional boxer. But she's in jail, so it's quite heartbreaking sometimes. She's a great character. How'd you sleep?
Like shit.
That's what happens when you burn your mattress, you dumbass.
You want a fucking fist in your mouth?
I've got a big mouth. You wouldn't even touch the sides, mate.
Oh my god, she's done fun.
No? Rita Connors. Rita Connors, I think, is a very loyal woman. She's very family based. That's what I got, when we sat down and spoke about her backstory with producers and what kind of person she is. So I felt that there's a great loyalty to her family because she actually sacrifices herself for her family's safety with an incident that happens, that develops the story. And when you first meet Rita, she's actually got to prove herself to the other prisoners. So she's actually more of an observer, and she's quiet in that sense. She's working out the lay of the land. That's where do I sit? Where am I supposed to be? So she's actually quite reserved and observant, and I kind of like that because characters I have played out there, loud and proud and crazy. So it's actually been nice to have played something opposite. The loyalty is the one that keeps coming back. She's very loyal, I think, but she's a chick that would give you the back of her, the shirt off her back to help. I think she's very much someone who will be there to help someone if they're in time of need. But if you cross her, I think you wouldn't want to mess with her.
I have to say, I'm actually kind of glad they're bringing in new characters like this, because as much as I loved Doreen and Maxine, there was only there wasn't really that much more for them to do. Like, Maxine had been top dog. Like, she had done that. She had fought people. She'd done all the things that people do. Like, there wasn't really much more for her to do. I mean, I guess they could bring her back. Like, she could be better. They could bring her back. And, like, I don't know, maybe she's, like, something happened in the other prison she was in and she's changed or something. And, like, it just makes her a little bit different. But, like, she was just a nice person and there was nowhere else that they could, like, kind of take it. And the same thing with Doreen. Like, I mean, that bitch got pregnant and had a baby in prison. Like, how much further, like, what else can they do with her, So I'm glad they're bringing in new characters and they look like they're going to be good characters. It looks like they're gonna be interesting. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna watch the Inside episode 12 finale so we can see, because I can't remember all the things
When I
that
read
happened.
episode 12, it was just a page turner. You need to find out what was happening next.
Frankie and Ali decide to escape in an elaborate plan which involves escaping in the boxes for the green walls from the workshop. Frankie manages to get herself...
Shit. Yeah, Boomer's probably really fucking upset about that as well, like, because Frankie's out, and I mean, she's gonna figure out that the freak, like, they weren't fucking working with the freak to get her out. Like, of course she'll figure out that it was Ali, like, so she's gonna be fucking mad because she got angry just when they were like she thought they were doing sus shit, and like she got so angry at Frankie, like, oh, fuck.
Inside one of those boxes, it leaves the prison, it looks like everything's going to plan, and then she arrives in the depot, and she, you know, gets out of the box and realizes that Ali's box is gone. And it's when she's out, she discovers a letter from Ali that says Mr. Stewart actually came across her plan, and so she struck a deal with him to put Ferguson in one of the boxes instead of Ali.
Jake kind of comes good with basically what is her last option. I don't know really how much of a plan she'd have worked out about what she's going to do, but I think it just gives her the opportunity for a new beginning of some sort.
So Ali needs to escape as well, but it's a wonderful sacrifice that she makes for the greater good. When I say a sacrifice, it's also about, you know, there's revenge there.
For anybody who's so obsessed with control over others, control over events.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't think Ali would have given Jake all that information without, like, knowing that he was not gonna let her, like, just be free. Like, he was never gonna let that happen. So I reckon that, like, he told her, like, we're gonna, like, do something, but you have to give your spot up to her. Like, you have to give her, like, that thing so that we can finally get rid of her. Which, you know, on Jake's part is just to save his own ass. Like, he doesn't give a shit about any of it, but...
Emotions. To be in such a position of utter non-control would be so both terrifying but also
I love them
frustrating, to put it mildly.
The animal inside of us all will be barracking and cheering, but at the same time, it forces us to recognise...
Oh my god, that scene is terrifying.
Is that what we want? Is that what we need? Is that justice? So it presents all those bigger themes.
Yeah, that's not deep.
At the same time, it wraps it in something that is emotionally gratifying.
That's maybe like...
I think that's great storytelling,
3-4
it's great
feet.
whiting, and in the hands of great actors.
And it's not like he's gonna pack that shit down.
Anything could happen, but I think ultimately for Frankie, we leave season 12 knowing that she is going to do anything to prove her innocence. And in a lot of ways that letter, Ali gives Frankie permission to pursue that. She says run and run for your life, so she does.
The idea that somehow other people had played her into a corner, and it's beyond a corner, had
They've played her into a hole.
Really confined space, and even worse than confined space is in a dirty place.
Yeah.
That's a living hell, and I don't think she wouldn't go quietly.
The decision that they make about how they actually attack and try and eradicate that evil that is Ferguson. My question would be, can you ever actually eradicate evil? You know, is, to me, you know, evil and Ferguson are one and the same, and it's like wisteria. 100%. Can you ever get rid of it?
Okay, she's definitely... I've seen people from everywhere else complaining that it's unfair that Australians get to see Wentworth first. Just let me say this one thing. You get to see everything else first. We get everything last. Fuck, of course. Yeah, it does make sense that Will would be the one to bury her, because people are just, like, I'm reading this here. In season 2 and 3, that was her whole aim, to get rid of Will because of names. You know, the one from the old prison with the baby, and Joan loved her, and then Will was the social worker that took the baby. And, you know, now the baby is... Fuck, the name is, like, right there. I can't remember. Okay, I found this theory. Some of it's a lot and it's weird, but, like, I'm gonna read it. Jake hates Will Jackson with a vengeance now. Will has brought in Channing, who is now Jake's new puppet master. Plus, Will knows about Jake killing Nils Jesper, therefore being a major threat to Jake. So that makes me think that Jake and Joan have double-crossed Will. Jake was adamant that Will should know of Joan's escape. I feel Jake's headlights are the ones you see in the distance when Will is digging. Joan would no way have gotten in that box without telling Jake, if I don't make it out of the box and to my destination. A letter indicating your involvement in Nils Jesper's shooting will find its way to the police. Joan will then head for Vera's to hide. She will plan with Vera to take down Channing for Vera and get her job back in a way of a thank you for saving her life. Yeah, I don't see that kind of thing happening because Joan's a sociopath and sociopaths don't have feelings. Whilst on the run, she will post a pic out of the box back to Ali, who will tell Jake. He will inform Will. Will goes back to check the grave, find Joan awaiting him. She will kill him and bury him in the grave. Joan will then go after and kill Bridget to get even with Frankie, leaving Frankie to live with what Joan has lived with since she lost Gianna. That's the girl's name, Gianna. Therefore, turning Frankie into the person she hated the most, Joan Ferguson. I also feel Joan and Vera will set Jake up for B's death, also enabling Vera to get even with him too, putting Vera back in charge as governor with Channing. Will and Jake gone, she will then ring the police saying Joan is at her house, armed and extremely dangerous. The police will shoot to kill. Exit Joan Ferguson, finale 2018. I also think that Joan and Sonia are partners in crime. I feel Sonia was on remand for her husband vanishing and that she served her remand in the prison Joan worked in before Wentworth. I think it was Joan that gave Sonia the name of Don, who in brackets it says who Joan knew and helped Joan get Will off the attack on Harry Smith that night. As when Sonia enters Wentworth, she is looking around the compound as if she's looking for someone, spots them and then looks at Liz, composes herself and hands Liz the basket saying, "Why thank you, Liz." I think she was looking for Joan. Okay, so that theory was from somebody, CM Tarot, on a website called Feeder Point. So I'll put that in the description. Oh, it goes through me. Okay, yeah, that's where the scissors in the background when she's in the box. So people have said that they think that she'll use the scissors to undo the screws, whatever, to get out, and then use the wood to like prop it up so she could dig herself out properly. I don't know, but that sounds plausible, I guess. Like, I think she could escape. I mean, she's Joan Ferguson, she definitely could escape. Well, this is a good theory too. This one's from Amy Marie on, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'll put it in the description. I think it will look like Frankie is going to clear her name, then something happens right at the last moment and her proof is destroyed and she goes back to prison for 2 murders she didn't commit, getting a life sentence. I also think that the freak is going to break out of her box underground, as it's a lot harder to dig a deep hole by yourself than you'd think, so I doubt he buried her deep, especially since the box is so big and even though Will is a big guy, it's hard to dig a huge deep hole. She'll continue her torture on people in and outside of Wentworth from the outside until she gets caught. Either way, the whole season will be about feeling her wrath. I don't think we've seen anything but the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what she's capable of. I agree. She will definitely seek retribution and kill someone else. If the freak goes back to prison, it will be because Gianna's son Shane. Why couldn't I fucking think of his name? Shane. Gianna's son Shane turns her in, which would be the ultimate betrayal in her mind. Shane turning her in might make her break permanently, making her more dangerous than ever because she will be pure uncontrollable rage. I think there's a good chance that the freak will be the one who destroys Frankie's evidence and why Frankie goes and gets life for killing Panisi and Aman. It will be the same way Frankie was almost able to produce evidence to clear her name since the real killer confessed when the freak killed Aman. I think that the freak was back. I think if the freak Jake was back in the prison, she would somehow end up top dog again, ruling by fear more than ever, and Frankie will be out to kill her. Until then, it's likely Sonia will be top dog. Kaz won't be top dog for more than 2 episodes at most. She's too soft to be top dog and the prisoners are too violent to follow her rules. Yeah, that's true. There's another one on here. Peter Gorner. Channing will be the new Ferguson. That guy's a troublemaker. But his killing spree won't start until someone, say in the kitchen, uncovers evidence he's trafficking drugs. And then when that woman, probably Kaz, goes to Will, Channing will take Will out for drinks and hookers and then say something like, "It's my understanding that you and Ali have gotten close," insinuating that he knows about what they did to Ferguson. Vera will be the one who ultimately takes Channing down. It will be badass when it happens because he will be caught by surprise, and Vera will act afraid for her job around him until, say at a board meeting, expose Channing. Channing will also try to use Frankie's fate against Gidget when Gidget tries to help Vera and Will. And Maxine's tumor will shrink and she'll come back because she better. And Boomer will be happy and stop thinking about that garden.
Hey, I'm back, bitches!
Shit. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there because it's been a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there, but I think I'm going to do reactions to the episodes when they come back, which is the 19th of June if I'm correct. Let me look that up. Yeah, okay, so the episodes come back on the 19th of June, which is literally the day after I go on holiday for school, so that's fucking great. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do reactions to the episodes because I know that my reactions to this show is insane. Like I can't do anything. Like if I need to pee in the middle of an episode, I'm not peeing for another 25 minutes because I'm not going anywhere. So I think I'm gonna do that. If you want to see those, definitely subscribe. And I think that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like to let me know maybe. And I'll see you next time. Bye. So this clips that doesn't, it like